Hi, everyone. It's time for Cape Escape Session 2. That's all I got, everyone. I'm sorry. That's all I have. That's it for Cape Escape 2 this week, folks. Thanks so much for watching.
Sorry, I tripped and we skipped the entire week.
We're speed running.
Yeah, I vibrated in the corner until I flipped to the floor, and now Aeria has to draw the next room.
That is how it feels sometimes. All right. Y'all ready for this?
Hell yeah.
Not really. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Okay. So, before we catch up with our prisoners and our intruders here at the Cape Mendocino prison, let's turn back the clock a little bit and follow our most recent edition as she makes her way into the prison. Let's see here. Now, it was no easy task securing your way into the prison in this guise you've taken. Keaton, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here today?
Yeah. So Keaton, for the past few weeks, has been pursuing an interesting lead. Keaton is a hacker, and she was employed by a anonymous employer that reaches out to her over the internet in order to dig up records involving this prison. And something about the job stuck out to her. And she did what snoops do best, which is, of course, snooping. Over the course of a 3-week period, she dug deeper and deeper into the history of this prison, digging up mundane, like phone service contracts, window replacement, government grants for different types of projects and initiatives on a statewide and on a county level to get a better idea of what exactly was going on at Cape Mendocino. But when the sort of trailhead for what the heck her employer might have wanted out of this place kind of ran dry, she took the next best option, which was to attack the social angle. In most circumstances of hacking and in cyber warfare, it is not the technology that is the weakest link, it is the people. And in the course of her investigation, she found one lead facilities custodian, a rabbit named Crimson. Through a very complicated series of fraught interpersonal negotiations, she managed to catfish this man and convince him that he had the day off. And so, packing up her truck and heading to Cape Mendocino with hopes that she might learn what exactly was happening here today, why her delivery deadline for this job was this day, she broke into his house, took his uniform, and snuck onto the prison grounds with the help of one unsuspecting and unaware Snapper Slycrest.
Oh boy, so you came prepared. That poor janitor you catfished is halfway to Belize by now, leaving you with his uniform and, more importantly, his keys.
Yes.
And in addition to that, you have downloaded onto your phone a map of this place, which I'm sure will prove invaluable, as well as a prisoner transfer log. So you know just where you're headed. In and out. Easy peasy. Nothing can go wrong, right?
People tend not to ask questions when someone dressed in a uniform walks with a purpose. And this has gotten Keaton into many a place that she has not been allowed in the past. And in fact, this transfer record was a very useful piece of information for her because it was indeed the transfer record that brought her attention to the fact that one Melvin man was imprisoned here. Something that stuck out to her because Melvin was not a member of this county. By all accounts, he should not be incarcerated at this prison unless it was a specific request or a change that occurred after his initial imprisonment down in Los Angeles. So she, digging into some research, was able to figure out and put together that Melvin Mann was most likely the target of whatever her employer wanted out of this place. And so he was her target.
Now, getting past the front office was easy enough. Through a few security doors. Weird these guys still use traditional keys instead of more modern key cards or biometric systems. There's something to be said for the old tactile sensation of a ring full of keys, though. It feels nice. Surprisingly, as you make your way into the prison, you bump into somebody without realizing it. You see a short lynx that smiles and throws his arms wide. And he's just walking around, not in a cell. You're not sure why. That's kind of odd. And he says, "Krim, bro! How's my favorite janitor? Hey, you losing weight? You been eating okay? Oh, Ivan's babushka would be on the floor crying at sight of clothes so baggy."
Keaton kind of keeps her head down, the hat kind of tipped, and she just sort of nods and grunts like, And the best, like, maybe this is what a guy sounds like voice she can possibly muster. This is already more dangerous and more fraught than she would have loved for this to turn out to be. In general, when you are trying to sneak into a place, you try very hard to be inconspicuous. And, she had done a great job of that thus far. But walking into someone who knew her straight off the bat, not great for her. Not a great roll there. So should I roll disguise or deception to try and fly under the radar here?
Yeah, give me one of those of your choice.
They're the same. They're
just
the
got
same.
here, she's already making friends.
Everyone's friends with Ivan. Doesn't
true.
have to work very hard.
It's true.
Do I get any bonus dice for the fact that I am literally wearing a disguise?
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus die for that, which subtracts a d10 from your roll, since
That's
you're trying to go for a low roll.
32.
That is a success. Excellent.
Hey.
Ivan squints and then he says, "Well, Ivan knows you'll be eating good once you get off, eh? Wonderful beach vacation with giant penis, man. Oh, you make Ivan jealous."
Yeah.
Anywhoozle, Ivan has to vamoose. But before I go, he flicks his arm forward and a slender package wrapped in butcher's paper extends from his sleeve. Special treat from the boss lady. Have fun.
She says as she reaches out and grabs this package. Now, the outward look of her while she is doing this is just she's keeping her head down. This person is an idiot as far as she is concerned. But no flags have been risen yet, as far as she knows. There's no alarms blaring yet. Nothing is happening. So she reaches out and takes the package, but every muscle in her body is wound tight underneath the uniform as she is, her eyes underneath the hat are darting in every direction to try and find a way to escape this interaction that is simultaneously as quick as possible and as inconspicuous as possible. And so whatever spot underneath the stairs or a hallway, literally any hallway, any way to get out of the open is she is just, again, her mindset is like, I need to get to this one specific cell, this one specific room. You know, there's some common areas maybe. Like, she's not going to whip out her phone right now because, like, she doesn't want to call attention to herself. She's just going off memory. She's like, I have to extricate myself from whatever this big open space is, because the longer I am here, there is a bigger chance than I expect that someone here will know my cover. And, like, that, I think there's a moment in her head where she's like, fuck, of course I underestimated the janitor. Like this idea of, like, from the outside perspective, who do you not think of when you are a customer walking to a place? Like, oh, the janitor, the custodian, like the people cleaning up, like they kind of fade into the background. Thank them for their service, but like they're not really part of the set dressing. But then, like, when you think about a school or a business that you're working in or an office building, the janitor is the most well-connected person. And she's, I think, with horror dawning on her, realizing her mistake in this moment and being like, oh shit, I'm the popular kid.
Yeah, but mercifully, Ivan seems to leave you on his own accord, and you're soon alone, ducking into another hallway to catch a breather. But as you do, a loud rumble pierces through the Cape Mendocino prison, and flashing red warning lights alight through the halls. That loud klaxon shaking you to your very core.
I think most people's reaction to this would be to, like, freeze up and, like, try to not draw attention to herself. But she knows, like, if she has been made, she needs to move. So she fucking moves. She just begins walking as quickly as possible. She needs to be in and out.
As that panic sets in and the flashing intensifies, time seems to lurch forward in fits and starts, each strobe of that neon crimson painting you in a new place. Until, when it finally abates, you find yourself here, flanked by 2 inmates and 2 visitors. You see the rat and the binturong inmates looking you over curiously. You see the coyote that you passed by in the lobby, and the gator that helpfully let you in the front door.
I think, like, as that happens, like, she sees Snapper and she sees, like, general populace in the prison now, and there's, like, a sense of wrongness that is coming over her. Like, she has not clocked that anything weird has actually occurred in terms of the supernatural. Keaton is not exposed to the supernatural at all. She's a completely mundane human, or person, I guess I should say. Mm-hmm. But she realizes something very bad has happened, and whether or not her cover specifically is blown, you know, the fire alarm is going off and there's chaos about to happen.
Did the alarm end?
The alarm has ended. The strobing lights have ended. It leaves an eerie calm to wash over the cell block. It's a lot quieter than it usually is in here.
That specifically probably unsettles her. She's used to having a lot of noise. So I think she kind of does, you know, the whole thing of, like, she goes to unzip the front of the coveralls that she's wearing, and one hand goes to her hat, and she pulls her hat off and unzips the coveralls and goes to tie the sleeves around her waist to keep them up. And she is just a tan rabbit covered in tattoos, with long black hair and bangs. And she turns and looks over her shoulder in between the binturong and everyone else. She looks directly at Snapper and she says, "Hey, kid, help a girl out?"
He tries to snap himself out of it, but automatically is like, yeah, help people. Helping with the zipper, I assume.
Sure. I think while this is happening, she kind of turns to the rest of them and just kind of says, "Do you know what's going on here?"
Do I know what's going on? I see 3 people who aren't supposed to be here. This is weird as fuck.
Shit, is that Javier?
Give me an occult roll for Javier.
Ooh.
Are there any guards around?
You don't see any guards. You don't even see any other inmates here. It's just the 2 of you who are either in or near your cell, if you've progressed out of it. All of the cell doors are open, but there's nobody inside. Let's see. Nope, you needed a 15 or lower to succeed on that check. This feels vaguely familiar to you, Javier, but you're not sure what's going on here.
As Keaton gets all squared up, we have this conversation that we had at the very end of the last session. I think she just turns to everyone and says, "I think we have some people to find." And then she gestures to the fact that there's clothes on the ground and there's no one in any of the cells. Is this usual for this place?
Jess just still waving at Javier, ignored.
Yeah, I'm
when he went, "Is that Javier?" out loud.
Yeah. Javier just tells him I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on, but obviously you don't want to be here right now.
Yeah, it's not usually like this. There are more people and guards.
Where are the
guards?
prison thing? It's fine. I'm here on purpose. Have you seen Melvin?
Are you talking to me or you two?
Javi.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
Now, Javier, this is the first you've heard that Melvin's even here. You have never seen him here.
I'm very taken aback by this question. And you mean in here, Jet? Have I seen Melvin in here?
Yeah, he's been in prison for 7 years. It's not great.
This is not a normal prison. That is a problem. I hate to break it to you, but something is very wrong if he was here. They've been torturing me.
Keaton crosses her arms and cocks an eyebrow at that, just because that's a fucking insane thing to say. Just truly, fuck the prison complex. You expect a certain degree of, condoned slavery when people talk about prisons in the U.S., especially private and strange little prisons like this. But just the idea of literal torture, domestic torture, she just looks confused. And then she says,
a lot of that going around.
Jet?
Yeah.
Oh.
She was just going to say, "This is a medium security facility. It gets public funding. What do you mean you're being tortured here?"
There's more going on here. This is a top secret facility of some kind. Whatever they said this place is, it's absolutely not.
Oh.
Jet's viewing. Jet's noticing Javier's obvious head wound and listening to him spout conspiracy nonsense and thinking, all right, buddy, let's have a line down. Instead turns to the conspicuously ignored so far person right next to him and reaches out a hand Jet Adler, how's it going?
Oh, that to me?
Yeah.
He just shakes your hand. Are you wearing a watch?
What a question.
More.
He might be wearing a watch. That's reasonable. He tried to dress up. So
you accessorize to be the safe gay. That's something.
Yeah, he probably would wear a watch.
So Dakota takes your paw and just shakes it very vigorously, and if I clock a watch, I'm going to try to just do a fun little party trick and try to take it.
A fun little party trick that we don't tell you about.
A fun little party trick. It's a trick if you're caught, and it's nothing because you have no idea if you're not.
I'm gonna roll that.
Yeah, give me sleight of hand.
Just because it's funny.
It is.
That's a oops.
All right. That is a 51. Do you want to spend 11 luck points to bring that down to a success?
No, I think that he course corrects like, oh, that's a great watch, man. I used to have one like that, but they took it from, you know how it goes in here. You can't own things. Wow, really? Anyways, you know Javier, huh? That's really cool.
He looks
I
like
didn't know
he's
he had
to lay
friends.
down. Hey, so looking for a saber-toothed tiger. Large, stupid. Let's see. Would turn some heads in the shower. You've seen him anywhere?
Have I?
You don't remember seeing any saber-toothed tigers in here. There's plenty of tigers, a lot of tigers actually. It's
There's
mostly
a lot of
like
large
tiger.
and stupid, I would imagine too.
Yeah, a lot of tigers, lions, wolves, and foxes. They seem to be the predominant species here, but there's a little bit of everything to go around.
Yeah, I know it's in your nature to not see when the weird shit is happening, but yeah, I've got bad news. Things aren't normal here. Wait a sec.
What are you sniffing out?
Snapper.
What about him?
Scent is incredibly familiar to me.
Yeah,
That-
that smells a lot like Grayson.
Yep. So at this moment, Javier is just like, oh, shit, what the hell is happening? And I don't say anything or act any on it yet.
I just want
You
to call
know
out.
each other.
Keaton clocked Dakota trying to steal Jet's watch. She doesn't say anything. I just wanted to call that out so that at the end of the session, when I roll to increase spot, we know that's why that happened.
Yeah.
Actually, I like thinking that what ended up happening is like while he was giving the handshake, kind of just noticed you noticing him and just like, oh, cool watch. Very cool watch.
She's just sitting there with like one eyebrow raised, like, what is this insane dynamic I have just walked into? Maybe trying to infiltrate a prison was a bad and ill thought out idea.
It's like there are prisoners in prison who have committed crimes.
Yeah,
I mean,
just that sinking feeling of, oh no, my well-laid plans might have not been so well laid. Oh, go on.
Just saying, Jet's just powering through things. They're like, all right, well, that's 2 no's. Do you have any extroverts around here?
what are you talking about?
Kitten
Look, what
laughs.
are y'all
She's just-
even doing here? Like, you're supposed to be with a guard or something, right? Like, there's just 3 people walking around, not inmates. That's weird. There's no people here. That's weird. What's happening? Come on.
I mean,
This is Frank.
there's not a door anymore. You can just walk in and out.
Oh, we can leave?
Mentioning that and looking back at the exit to cell block A that you are currently in, it looks like there is a door there now. It's sealed shut.
No.
Was this a door? This is the door in like to the lobby, right?
It goes out to the hallway, yeah.
Oh, was this the same door that Keaton came through?
So we're in cell
You
block
came
A.
through several doors, yes. You are
Okay.
currently in cell block A.
Yeah, cell block A is blocked off by door.
Correct. By a door.
Oh.
I don't know what I wandered into, but you all seem to know each other.
No?
Not really.
Then, what's the weird coyote doing waving at the rat?
Oh, it's Javier. He's great. Just
She just gestures.
He's resourceful. Don't give him anything sharp. Don't let him near your orifices.
Hey, come on. Abby's great. What are you talking about?
So you do know each other. You all know each other.
Not this one. Just points to Snapper.
Snapper points to Jet. This guy is a YouTube celebrity, and I'm here to meet my favorite YouTuber. I have no idea what is going on.
Javier just like rolls his eyes at that comment. Like,
That's just the most insulting thing anyone has ever said to Jet.
Keaton like goes to say something and then pauses for a moment, thinks to herself, and then is like, nope, not worth it. Like, not gonna interrogate this. This was a bad idea. I should leave. And she begins to walk towards the door. She's like, all right, this was a bad idea, and we should all forget that we all saw each other here. Thank you. And then she just begins to walk towards the door.
Yeah, we should leave. I think
at this point I say to Jet, you came here from Melvin. You're not leaving without Melvin. So
Correct.
I'm not going to help
Keaton's ears radar dishes behind her to listen to this.
I'm not heading straight for the exit. I'm going to help you look for him.
Well, all right, we're getting started on something here. See, we can be productive as a team.
Who's
And that's
Melvin?
pretty much it, though. So
Which way do we go in here?
yeah, I think we're all headed to the same door because regardless if some of us are trying to get out, it's the same way out of cell block A.
Yep, there's only one exit out of this block. Now, go ahead.
Have you been everywhere in the prison? Where would they even keep someone that you wouldn't have seen?
Well,
I mean, I've never been in cell block South. I mean, I spent maybe a week in cell block North. You know, I've been in and out of B. No, I don't know.
All right, sure. There's a plan. Let's check with the Southpaws.
I don't want to stop the session at all, but I don't have access to the items that I know are in my inventory.
Let me fix that one moment.
there's cell block B, cell block South, cell block North. We're currently in cell block A.
So, what do you see in your inventory?
I'm looking at the items tab and I see nothing.
Interesting, because I see 3 items there.
Well, you can look at the stream call.
Well,
There's
fix
nothing
it.
there. Caw. I have items in my gear: the cap and crunch whistle, the cell phone, and the parcel.
Yeah,
But I don't have the map that I allegedly came here with.
Yeah, let me make that visible. So that, that's on your phone. So if you look at the journals tab, you should see a handouts folder.
It's in the journals tab. Okay.
Yeah, handouts go in there.
Oh, I'm stupid. That's why.
No worries.
Okay. So I think as Keaton is like walking up to the door, she hears them all talk about Melvin and all of that. And she just kind of like, while no one's like paying attention to her specifically, she's like looking at her phone and looking at the map. Does she know exactly what cell Melvin was assigned to?
Yeah, looking at the prison roster, which I'll pop out real quick.
Yeah.
And looking down at Melvin, it looks like he's in SOL-0.
Yeah. So she, where are we? We're cell block A. So if we're at the front door, let's see.
I immediately see something that COD did,
She's,
but I don't know that yet.
she just
I see
kind
a
of
lot.
like, she looks at her phone and then just kind of over her shoulder says, he's in solitary confinement.
Oh shit. Okay,
And
that
as
explains
much,
that.
As much behavior incidences as Javi's had here, he's never ended up in solitary. So it would make sense that he's never seen Melvin if Melvin's been there the whole time.
You take a left out this door, and then You'll meet the yard. You go through the yard and take another left, and you'll find solitary confinement.
Well, what are we standing around here for?
Well, there's a door in the way.
Yeah, let's go check out let's go check out that door.
Before we do that, like, do we see that there's anything like on the ground or around in the cells?
So, looking through the cells, you see some interesting things. You want to give me a spot check?
I do. As soon as I find it. There we go.
Face.
That is a critical failure. No, it looks like everyone just got up and left. Everything's as it should be in here, other than the lack of people.
Okay.
It occurs to me, is there any like weapon belt or anything on the guard uniforms?
Looking at the guard uniforms, it looks like their belts have been stripped of useful supplies. Walkies, tasers, mace.
I think Snapper might pick up one of the belts as just an item to have, because he doesn't really have supplies, and things here are weird.
That's a good idea.
Tactical belt nunchucks.
You
Slaps
see
over with the belt.
a little guard station underneath the stairs near the exit door, and there's several of the uniforms collapsed there, and a cup of coffee sitting on the counter that's gone cold.
Is there any computer equipment in there?
There is an intercom, and that's about it as far as technology goes.
I think she like notices that and kind of like turns to Javi and Dakota, and she's like, this place was supposed to be renovated a couple years ago. Has it always been like this sparse?
It has been a Luddite shit show for as long as y'all have been in here.
Yeah,
This place sucks.
I've been here about 6 months. It looks the same as the day I got here. Can't tell you anything about how it looked a couple years ago, but by the looks of things, it's probably been this way for decades.
They don't even have TVs in the cells. You're pretty sure other prisons have that nowadays.
Huh. I think the gears in her head are turning, and her like first thought is like money laundering. Like that's where her mindset is at right now.
Now, I immediately follow up on that line of questioning, being like, but I think I know where that money went, actually.
There's laundry everywhere.
Huh.
Does she respond to that, my comment?
Yeah, I think she like her eyes like kind of narrow, and she's like, what does that mean?
Well, since we're going to solitary, I've got something to show you around there anyways.
She sighs and like she like, you know, puts her hand on her chin and she like taps on her teeth kind of nervously. She goes, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Lead the way.
Cool. So what do we find when we... Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
She goes to open the door.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you reach for that very tactile ring of keys that you've kept on your person, you realize it's not there anymore. In its place is that parcel you were given by the Russian links you encountered.
Her immediate reaction is she turns to Dakota and she just goes, nice try. Where are my keys?
I don't have any keys. Got a cool watch? That's about it. On my watch, right?
You still got your watch, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
And she
Just empty my pockets, like, what? I don't catch shit.
she just like looks nebulous and is like, I had a ring of keys. How else would I have gotten in?
I'm going to interject here. It's not that he wouldn't have taken keys from you, but if he did, we would be using them to get out of here. So that's how I'm going to vouch for him. He doesn't have your keys.
That's a better point than I was expecting. Okay. Fine. And then I think she like pats herself down and is like holding the parcel. And she goes, a cat gave me this? Does this belong to any one of you? Do you know what this is? And she's like holding out a parcel.
A cat? Bunch of watches?
Yeah, a
Really
lynx,
fun
I
guy?
think.
It's Ivan. Everyone loves Ivan.
Yeah, Ivan's pretty great. He's a real bro.
Ivan, he's awesome. Sure, whatever you say, guys. He gave me this unmarked package, and I'm beginning to feel like an unsuspecting tourist at an airport, so I would really like it if one of you took it from me before it fucking explodes so we can get out of here.
Dibs.
She just tosses it to you. Like full hand, like dodgeball tosses it. Like,
Oh,
Overhand.
fumble
and then
a bit,
she's like standing
back
there leaning against the wall with her arms crossed. Like she is already at her limit with this place.
This is just like Christmas. Is this just like butcher's paper twine situation? Nothing
Yep.
complicated? Cool. I untie the package. Open
Alright.
it up. Slowly, cautiously,
Slowly, cautiously,
excitedly.
you reveal a small communications device within the package.
Ooh. It's a walkie-talkie.
It's got
Present.
got little ears.
Wait, why did I even give this to
And-
you?
Oh, and a wheel, and an eye. Oh,
What are these
This
buttons?
is a moment of beautiful ludonarrative harmony, because I wasn't listening to Ivan, but neither was Keaton, so I don't remember why he gave it to me or what he said. She just like shrugs. She just shrugs. That's
She's
all
just
she
trying to
can
not
do.
get caught. So
Yeah.
she was a little distracted.
Yeah.
I think that Dakota just like looks at it, looks at you. Did he give this to you, or did he give it to? Points at the janitor uniform.
What does that mean? He handed it to me, of course.
Well, you're not a janitor here, right?
She looks so offended. What?
So that's a
You're
no.
being
Okay.
so weird right now. What do you mean?
Whose uniform is that?
I really want to roll charm to whitewash this over. Would that be unacceptable, or do I need deception for this?
I'll say charm works. That sounds
Okay.
fun.
Is that opposed?
That
Well,
is
good.
it.
Good
Oh.
luck. You'd have
Oh.
to roll a 1.
So it's not an opposed roll, it's a difficulty based on your psychology. And 2's gonna win. That's a critical.
she activated her goth girl powers.
She did.
You doubt my ability to roll good.
Go on, roll it. I love to see what happens.
This is an extreme difficulty success. 3
It
stars.
that didn't work.
So the way this plays out is like you're questioning Keaton, and she's just standing there like she's doing like the mean girl kind of mean mugging you thing, where she's like watching you yap and nodding her head. But then like after a minute, it becomes kind of like cute and funny, and she's like smirking, and she just goes like,
So demure.
"Are you done? Are we done?"
I guess. Like,
Great. And then she just ignores whatever you're about to say and just kind of goes back to paying attention to the door.
I don't like her.
Are there any keys or like release mechanism in the guard station?
Give me a spot to look over the guard station. Let's see. You do notice a button hidden beneath the desk of the guard station. You're not sure what it does, but there's a button.
That feels like an alarm button.
It could be the release door button, though.
It could be the release door button.
Is it labeled?
You also hear a bunch of rattling because Jet has started busying himself with the door.
It's not budging, but it appreciates the effort.
Hey, there's a button in here. It doesn't really have a label.
We haven't seen this button used, right?
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
have
say,
not.
Yeah, if we know what it does or not.
What's lockpicking? Oh, there's just straight up lockpicking. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
locksmith is the skill, I believe.
I'm not that kind of magician.
I could give it a try.
Well, it's the button?
Yeah.
Sure.
There's no resounding response. He clicks the button. Nice.
Ah, that's the loud noise button.
The klaxon goes off. It doesn't summon the red flashing lights this time, mercifully. Those were an absolute eyesore. But I think people might know where you are now. That's good, right?
Probably good.
Oh damn! I failed
So
so
wait, hold up. There's a big old talk button on this, right?
Oh, there sure is.
I think I'm gonna press it.
When you turn on the walkie, you hear static coming through. But if you focus and listen in, you occasionally hear words, garbled, but somewhat recognizable, coming through the static. You hear signal outside, and it definitely sounds like someone is over enunciating to get over poor reception.
I think that Dakota's gonna take that, hold down the talk button, and just say, "False alarm."
My DoorDash is here.
And as you guys are doing that, you hear suddenly a loud bang from above you, and look up to see at the window that overlooks you a green scaled hand slammed against the window, palm outstretched. It starts bleeding from the center of its palm before slowly falling away down out of sight.
On the second floor?
On the second floor outside.
So that's like the yard.
Jet would like
Are
to
you
leave
fighting the
this room.
door? All right. Jet begins fighting the door. Now, this is a much thicker door than the last one you were able to break through. Do you want to push your roll to see if you can get better? Would you like to spend luck points to get yourself down to a hard success?
No.
Or just let it roll?
I think Jet's gonna look around for anything useful.
Let's
Like
see.
a big bar or other things that would not be in the range of prisoners.
Yeah,
or a
unfortunately,
rope
this place
or a belt.
This place is pretty secure. You see some belts. You might be able to do something with some belts. Oh. You could rip the bars off the cells. You're capable of that, right? That can make a weapon.
He's not above trying. Is that also a fighting roll? What do I? It's a strength roll.
That'd be, yeah, just pure strength.
Strength. I'll try to rip a bar off the wall. You never know.
Unfortunately, that would require a hard success. Would you like to spend 6 luck to upgrade to a hard success?
How does luck work? Like as a currency?
You start with an amount of luck when the adventure starts, and that is a set pool that you can spend from, but it does not go up. And anytime the GM needs to make something bad happen to someone at random, the GM picks the person with the lowest luck.
Oh. But it's probably a useful melee weapon, right?
It could be a metal bar. Absolutely.
A metal bar. Am I able to use a
Yeah.
melee weapon? Is that a skill specifically, or is it just fighting?
That uses fighting. Yeah.
I
I
will
condense
spend
them down
6
into fighting.
luck to get the metal bar
Hell
if it's gonna
yeah.
work that way.
I think the way this works logically is I'll kind of like help Jet being like, no, try that one over there. They've been working on that one. So like I know a bar that's like slightly like,
You know the one they've been working on. You saw them up late at night doing the thing where they pee on a towel and wrap it around 2 bars.
Yeah, exactly.
Love Shanghai Noon.
So let's spend that luck. All right. You are now down to 28 luck.
No, I already decreased it to 34. It was 40.
Okay. I spent it twice then. Let me get you back up.
I think Keaton watches this happen, and when the bar actually breaks, she just goes, "What the fuck?" Like, just the idea of this coyote walking, this like truly not yoked coyote walking up to a metal prison bar and
he's kinda
carrying.
yoked. He's a little yoked.
You, in your own words, Jet is out of shape. He got fat.
That doesn't mean you're weak now. It just means your
No,
shape is.
He's just got more to lift.
If he's got more to lift. Okay.
Your body is
More to
responding
love.
to gravity. It's fine.
Keaton still is looking at this and goes, "What the fuck?"
Jet,
Like,
Jet
just
went up
out
a
loud.
weight class, but he still got 70 strength.
Okay, all
Let
right.
me make you a metal pipe weapon real quick.
I'm now going to do.
This whole situation fits with Snapper's worldview that like YouTubers are like ultra
Superhuman.
amazing, superhuman. He's just having a starstruck fan moment.
Jet's just powered by the forward momentum of not wanting to be in the room where the weird hand just happened in, and he's going to MacGyver a solution here. And this is.
Did MacGyver famously just beat the shit out of a door? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have a plan. 'Cause Jet's background was that he was like a stagehand and a rigger, and like he did a bunch of like important like work that never came up in last campaign, including his driving stat he has again that will never come up, I'm sure, in both campaigns.
Look, escape. So maybe.
What Jet wants to try to do with the support momentum is he wants to wrap a belt around the doorknobs, and he like fasten it shut, and then he wants to use the metal bar as torque to twist it within the belt to try to break the door, which he has no idea if that can work, but it's the idea he had.
Can
Do
Keaton?
support roles help work in
Yeah.
this game?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Let's see. You say you're giving support, and then we add a bonus die to his roll.
If
And
I
you
try,
explain how you're giving support.
I figure if
Like
I try this would
Snapper
be a
would be doing it,
rope
right?
work skill, but I don't know.
Keaton has repair experience, like specifically working on cars and technology and stuff. And so I think the way that this would manifest for her is like she's sitting there being like the mean girl, watching as everyone else is like like the chaos of it all. And she just kind of looks over out of the corner of her eye at Jet and like looks at him trying to work on this. And she's like, "No, just like position it this way." And she points to like where the torque would be best to like, I don't know, break the handles off the door or something. And that would be how she was helping.
All right, excellent.
We can do this.
Do I need to roll repair to succeed? Do I like succeed on that or like what?
Let's see. I'm gonna say no. That's just gonna give him a bonus die, and the metal pipe is gonna give him, or sorry, metal bar is gonna give him a second bonus die. So he can roll that strength again with 2 bonus dies.
Okay, strength,
Wow.
not rope work.
Not rope work, no.
Okay. 2 bonus die. Let's do this. Wait, that's really high.
That's really
did-
high.
Did I do it wrong?
Success.
It's a success?
It is a success.
Is door dead?
You hear the door creaking as you are absolutely mangling the handles and locking mechanism, but you are slowly getting through it and getting it to work. Give me a listen check for anyone who's at the door.
It's amazing that after last session, Ka has punished us by making the first puzzle a door. Like, no, fuck you guys.
Well, a stronger door.
A stronger door, exactly.
I even denoted on the map which doors were stronger.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am specifically listening to the walkie.
You're not hearing anything else come through the walkie but more static, unfortunately. But that static is loud, so that explains why you're not doing great on your listen roll. Let's see. Snapper, you hear something from the other side of the door. You faintly hear a voice shouting, I swear to the Lord Almighty, I already checked this block and there ain't anyone in there. And it sounds like whoever said that is getting closer.
There's someone out there. They're looking for people. There's someone out there. Did anyone else hear that?
Shit, I don't know if we want to be found.
What does that mean?
We're in a prison.
Shit. How close are they to like getting in and noticing us? I mean, I guess I wouldn't notice, but
They were approaching.
Yep, they sounded pretty close. You have a few seconds at most if you want to hide, or you can keep on trying to muscle through the door.
Can I look around? Like, are there any? Did you say all the cells were open?
All the cells are open, and specifically, like the ones on the second floor are like out of line of sight of the door.
Yeah, I think.
We could
Jet's in
ask
full
what's going
Karen
on.
mode, so he's going.
He's going, man.
He's just committing.
I think Keaton, like, zips up her outfit again and like puts on her hat and just like goes to make herself sparse. Like, whether it's she's cleaning inconspicuously on the second floor or like going into a cell, it's whatever. She's like basically quickly pulling up her disguise again and like disappearing.
Snapper's gonna duck into the guard station.
All right. What are Dakota and Javier doing?
I think. Sorry, I just wanted to say Keaton probably follows Snapper into the guard station because she wouldn't look out of place in a guard station.
That's true.
Yeah.
oh fuck. Okay, so I fucked it up. I was trying to climb the underside of the stairs up to like a weird core. I was gonna try to cling to the ceiling, but nope. I guess
The ninja in the rafters.
I guess the timing of this is I'm gonna fall on my ass and I'm gonna be just like whenever people are pushing the door, there I am.
So, what kind of
Damn it, I knew I should've
rapport
been exercising
does?
more.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of rapport that Dakota has with whoever's approaching.
Give me a
Whoever it might be.
charisma roll.
Could I
That's a
do
stat,
a
right?
charm?
Charm? Yeah, I'll say
Appearance?
charm's fine.
Because like, I have a. Yeah, I'll do that real quick.
Ooh.
You have a pretty good rapport with everyone here. Not as good as Ivan. He's untouchable.
Well, I mean, of course, like,
Yeah.
it's Ivan.
But you're following in his footsteps. You have learned the bro code. And pretty much everyone in the prison regards you as fondly as they are capable of. There's some people who are just playing curmudgeons, but they'll give you a wide berth at the very least.
I think that if we hear somebody approaching, that Dakota would be kind of sidebar to Jet, like, hey, here, let me handle this. I think it should be fine. Y'all are supposed to be here. I don't know what's going on, but they like me. I think. Pretty sure.
Sure, whatever. Just ask about a saber tooth.
Right. I'm going to ask about getting out, but if that comes up, I'll let you know.
All right.
Just I don't know, have that thing handy. Just points to the fucking bar. We still don't know what we're dealing with here.
You smell popcorn?
No. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to need a stealth from everyone who is deciding to hide for the moment.
Can I substitute stealth for disguise?
No.
Disguise for stealth? Yes.
Yes.
No is my answer, not
I'm
not a
committing-
response.
I'm committing to the failed climb. So
Yeah.
that's, that was my stealth attempt, but that's okay. I'm supposed to be in the prison. They'll just be confused why I'm on the floor.
All right. Snapper, you just barely failed. Would you like to spend luck or push that?
It's a little further off than I'm willing to spend for.
Alrighty. And just as a reminder, if you click to expand one of the roles in chat, it gives you the options to push or spend luck right there in line. So that's handy.
Would me like trying to get their attention help that at all?
Yeah, actually. Give me an extra D10 for Snapper.
Can you remind what the difference between pushing and using luck is?
Pushing lets you re-roll, but if you fail twice, disastrous consequences.
Yeah, disastrous things happen, but it's free, right?
But it's free. Luck just lets you lower it by 1 point per point of luck you spend.
Gotcha.
All right. 4 brings you not quite close enough, unfortunately.
That's fine.
So, still sticking out. Blame the hair. It's very eye-catching. All right. Then let's see. Soon, as Dakota stands before the door, you hear that person approaching, and you hear them loud and clear this time. He says, "What in the tarnation is wrong with this door?" And you hear them fiddling and futzing with it, but soon they manage to push it inwards. And do you want to get the belt off of it so they can actually open the doors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that like I'm fully at this point trying to just be like, hey, what's going on? What's going on?
You're helping. You're being helpful here.
Yeah.
All right. So after a moment, the doors open, and standing before you is Mickey Moorcock. And he looks down at you and says, "Well, if it ain't Orville Redenbacher, what are you doing over in here?"
Just in prison, you know. What's going on?
Well,
Why am I here?
we all ask that of ourselves sometimes. The sins that got us in this place, but that's not important right now. What's important is, you're not where you're supposed to be right now.
Keaton
No,
whispers.
it's the cell doors opened and just kind of wanted to stretch my legs,
Keaton whispers to Snapper, like, "Great, Mormons here?" As he's like
Mormon?
sticking out halfway from under the desk.
Oh, this blessed boy doesn't know about the Mormons yet. Don't ruin him. So, Mickey Moorcock puts his hands on his hips, kind of like drawing attention to the eyes on his cum gutters. It's very distracting. And he says, "Now, listen here. You've been missing for the last 3 days. You want to tell me where you've been hiding out?"
I've been in the same place I've been for the last, month?
Now, that don't make a lick of sense.
I know I'm just as confused as you are. Is he alone?
He is alone, and he, as you are looking past him, he looks past you and notices Javier and the other people who failed or decided not to hide, and he says, "What's Mr. Rogers doing up in here?"
Hi there, Jet Adler. Outside influence, I guess. I'm looking for a saber-toothed tiger.
Well, you know what? Speak of the devil, we happen to be as well.
Oh, great. Then we can join up. Right?
Oh, you're looking to join up with the Redeemers?
Well, no.
Your little friend here has been refusing all of my very gracious offers I've been extending.
I think it's more of a general, let's figure out what's going on and then get out, right? I don't see any guards, so we can leave, right?
Oh, the guards? Well, they've all gone off to the Rapture.
Oh, well, we can leave, right?
Well, the thing about that is, this ain't the kind of place you leave. At least, not while you're still flesh and blood. But if salvation is what you seek, I believe the Redeemers can offer a path unto that.
Look, I really appreciate the offer, but I didn't do anything wrong. I shouldn't even be here, if I'm being honest, and I think that we're all just trying to get out at this point.
He takes a step forward and, if you'll allow him, puts his hands on your shoulders.
Sure.
And he says, now, lying's a sin, boy, but if you're willing to wash yourself clean of your sins, Papa Coyote welcomes you to a baptism most blessed. It's either that or you join the choir outside.
What's option C?
Oh, there ain't no option C, boy.
So at this point, I run up to him and kick him in the crotch as hard as I physically can.
Yes! All right.
I shout to Jet, get him now.
Option
Pointing
C,
at the
these
bar.
nuts.
All right, we are going to go into a combat round. Let me get everyone in the initiative tracker.
I've caught up with who Papa
Keaton-
Coyote is.
It's just like, whoa! Like, what? He flew off the handle. What?
Let's see here. Oh, do I need to have tokens on the board to put them in the tracker? I do. I'm afraid, Toaster, this might mess up your camera.
That's fine, I guess.
One
shit.
moment here. Actually, if I make them invisible, then it might not.
I've right-clicked to grab the screen, so maybe it will hold it in place.
All right. Did you get messed up?
No.
All right, then we're good.
Hey.
So let me make them visible. Why is Jet called test character? That's not your name.
It's Green Man, get it right.
Jet's always
Why-
been a work in progress.
Why are we rolling initiative?
Well, Javier's going to get himself a surprise around here, but this man's about to fight back.
I pogged and then forgot that this isn't run by VTubers, so it doesn't make sense.
Am I supposed to be seeing like a different combat interface yet, or?
So
If you look at the combat tab in
yeah,
the
at the top
yes.
right, the
Oh.
cross
Excellent.
swords.
Got
So
it.
everybody can roll initiative for me in there. And we're going to give
I love
Javi a
test
nice
character.
cheap shot. I changed his name after I put him in there, so it's stuck.
Oh, rolling initiative does in fact just put your dex in, so it's not actually rolling.
That's right. We don't actually roll in this system. You are ordered by your decks.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
We have extremely... we all have the same decks.
Oh, yeah. Everyone goes for breakpoints of 10 when you're building a character. It just makes sense.
Yeah. You don't really get bonus points for it being less than that. I mean, you want it to be as even as possible in this system.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to start with that cheap shot from Javi. That is a success. You can go and roll damage for unarmed.
Not selected a target, but that's okay. Just proceed.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead and hit that fighting button in chat. Well, you already made your success with that 46 or with the 11, so you can just roll a d3.
Okay.
All right, that is a 2, and you have a build of 0, so no bonus damage, just a flat 2 damage. That's the same amount you did with your knife when you stabbed him.
Yeah, I just kicked him in the balls real hard.
Yeah,
lot of
Javi's
sharp
been
pain
lifting
going on.
weights.
he is still rocking that head wound you gave him. It's not taped up terribly well.
He might have reacted
It's
real
like a playing
differently if Javi showed up first.
Yep. All right, let's change up our music here.
Each campaign just starts with a triangular man that we beat up.
It's true.
It is a recurring feature of these role-playing games.
There's nothing more
It's a
fragile
feature,
than
not a
being a
bug.
jacked character in role-playing games.
All right. So let's see.
Someone in chat said he may be more cock, but he's about to be less balls.
Yeah. You get him square in the nuts and you feel them retract up inside. He is doubled over in pain. It is a grisly sight. Squawking out, tongue caught in his beak, unable to call out for help.
Even his waddle clenches.
Oh, yes.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Sympathetic pain. Dakota, you're up next. Do you want to help out? You want to rush past him? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do a maneuver here.
Ooh, getting fancy.
Like as he's doubled over, I think that I would like to just like grab his shirt and pull it over his head so that he's distracted. Dakota
and
doesn't know
also
how to
so we
fight.
get to see his abs. That's also important.
Look, we're checking
Quick,
for more
I'll
tattoos
spray.
right now.
All right,
I kind of
he's
want to
wearing
use
a
sleight of hand
wire.
for that if that's possible.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Oh,
That is a critical failure.
that would have been a good roll if I was in a different system.
Where did his hand
Unfortunately,
go?
you cannot push a combat roll.
Combat. I was just about to ask. Got it.
Yeah, so let's see what happens when we get a critical failure on.
He forgives me and lets me go.
That might be the case. Let's find out. He gets an opportunity to fight back. He is going to try and clock you back as you reach for his shirt. So let me have him give a fight roll.
Oh no,
Oh no.
I don't want him to fight back.
Well, that's unfortunate because that's what he's here for right about now. Ooh, unfortunately, you do distract him enough that he can't manage to swipe at you as you're trying to cajole him.
I think it's just like, this is just like a fucking mad scramble while he's still doubled over. Dakota trying to grab his shirt and him swiping back. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's happening.
And now that it's his turn, he's going to cough and choke and clear out his throat and yell, "Meals! Lampshade! Get in here!"
What kind of names are those?
And then he's going to tackle Javier to the ground and start beating you relentlessly. So, because he is targeting you, Javier, you can choose to roll dodge to avoid it, or you can choose to take it on the chin and fight back.
I'm going to fight back.
All right. So he'll get the first shot in, but you'll get another one in return. Ooh, a 70. That's not good.
No, we can't see your rolls.
Oh, you can't see my rolls?
Nope.
I mean, it shows that you did a roll, but not the
Yeah.
number for it.
I'll announce them out loud for you.
Okay.
Do we want it to be low or high? Why is 70 not good for us? Does he have a 100 fighting? Is he
Oh,
the
it's not
world's
good for
greatest
him.
fighter? Oh, okay.
he's not going to land
balky.
anything with that. But what's Javier managed to score in return?
Fuck him up.
That's a hit. Roll that D3 for us.
Javi's fucking scratchy.
I'm aiming this time for the wound that I left on his head. Just
Oh my
punching it
God.
Directly square on as hard as I can.
Oh, fuck. Thankfully, he's on some good meds for that, so it's not hitting him as hard as it could, but you managed to rip the bandage off, and he is bleeding down over his one remaining eye.
Prison has changed this man.
It's true. Now, let me see to Meals and Lampshade real quick.
That's fine. You can add more characters to this.
The fight's
Feel
going
free.
great.
The more
Yeah.
the merrier.
I'll have them roll.
Actually, I have
their
no idea how many health points he has left.
I don't think we can talk this one out, y'all.
All right. Snapper, you're up next.
Have the other two already come in the room or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Well, it's very nice of him to announce his friends coming.
Mhm.
I think Snapper's gonna go for a surprise punch on the first guy that walks in the door.
All right, gonna hold your action until then.
Yeah.
Quick,
All right.
Lampshade, roll initiative.
Well, speak of the devil. As soon as you get in position, somebody walks through that door.
Wonderful.
A Wolverine. Oh, he's not looking great.
He's
This
fucked
is-
up,
he
and he's
looks pretty
got
rough.
eye nippies. Eye
Yeah.
nippies.
This is a rather rough and tumble looking Wolverine. A little bit on the shorter side, but he is stacked in terms of musculature.
It's a huge jacked man.
It is a huge jacked man. Comics accurate size.
Which is to say, small jacked man.
This is true.
Yeah.
Snapper, you
eye
can go
nipples?
ahead and he does. Snapper, you can go and roll that fighting roll for us.
Wonderful.
That's a regular success. Let's see that damage.
Yeah, I definitely heard Toaster say eye nippies, but I'm catching up with the eye nippies now.
He's got eye nippies.
Yeah.
And he's missing a fingy.
He's got classic furry tank top too.
Yeah, it's the standard prison issued muscle shirt.
They shop at the Male Gaze Emporium.
It's discountless
Yeah.
fabric.
Yeah, so you managed to clock him real good. How do you get him? Where do you get him?
Not knowing how tall the person coming through is going to be, I think it's probably for middle mass.
Gotcha. So yeah, you managed to plug him right in the gut, and he doubles over before he can react. And he's not going to get a turn.
Go.
Yay.
All right, Javier.
Oh, my turn again already, huh?
Yeah, because
No, yeah, because yeah.
yeah,
Does every
Looking back.
player and also every enemy have 60 stacks?
pretty much.
I think everyone knows where this is going. Everyone knows exactly my next move.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah, damn it. Yeah.
So he is going to choose to fight back instead of dodge. And with that, he pulls out a shiv, and you realize immediately that's your shiv.
Great.
That's
you
the shiv carved from the toothbrush that Ivan got for you. It's got the little cartoon rats on it.
Is that cultural appropriation? Keaton says that out loud to herself. Is that a racist caricature?
So he's going to make his fight roll. Ooh, doggy! He gets an extreme
Damn.
success
Well,
as a reaction to
That's
that.
not a good number.
So let's see here. All right. Ooh.
Every session, a new character in the roster is replaced.
This might
Yep.
be the case. Let's see. Extreme damage.
Is Javier actually gonna die? No.
Uh-huh. An extreme success. Alright, that causes automatic maximum damage. So that's 4 damage on Javi.
Ooh.
Ouch.
So, how are you trying to attack him with your roll?
What do I roll in response here now?
So you initiated this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not rolling anything in response. You already failed on your roll, but what were you trying to do?
Yeah, I was trying to bash him in the head again.
All right. As you do, he grabs your hand and then with his other hand whips out and flips around that shiv like it's a butterfly knife, but it looks really lame because it is not a butterfly knife. It doesn't fold at all. And then he just goes at you like he's stabbing a pillow 10 times in a row. And he gets you right through the shoulder a bunch of times.
Fuck.
And that takes you down to 7 hit points.
Out of
11. All right. Jet's turn.
So he's standing up again, right?
Yes.
That's bad.
The turntables have indeed turned.
Until something that drastic happened, my logic was one of them's on the ground next to a belt. Rope work?
Ooh.
But now one of them is stabbing the fuck out of Javier.
You saw the metal bar?
Yeah,
Yep.
so my priority might need to change. Someone's about to get cock slapped. All right.
Ooh.
Is it?
Come through.
Do I click on fight or metal pipe?
On metal pipe, that'll roll it all at once.
Okay. Oh, you've not selected a target for metal pipe check.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Hit
click
that
on
fighting roll.
Oh, the fighting roll.
Get his ass test character.
That's a success.
Yeah?
Good job, test character.
Roll damage on test character? That's
We
a lot
love
of
test character.
That's a lot of dice.
Fan favorite test character.
Woo, test
Ooh.
character.
Ooh, 5 damage.
5 damage. Ooh, you clock him real good. He is dazed by that, tumbling off of Javi and onto the ground.
Is the cock finished?
He's not finished, but his goose is just about cooked.
Why'd you gotta bring Goose into this?
All these bird
he's been
puns are
through
pretty
enough.
foul.
And following that up, someone else arrives through that open door.
Was that the owner of the hand?
Ooh, quite possibly.
We can investigate later.
Hold it up to match them.
A slender chameleon with a very sharp, severe appearance slips through the door and sees what Jet has done with that metal bar. He croaks out a "hey" to try and get Jet's attention, and then puts his hand behind his back as if he's about to pull out a knife. But that's just a feint, because a second later, he opens his maw and unfurls his extremely long tongue and tries to grab that bar out of your hand. So let's see.
They're
If
starting
he
to
is
feel like
able-
alternate Star Fox villains. That's a
Oh,
terrible
that's
roll.
a shit roll. That's an awful roll. No.
He's got
Yay!
bad depth perception, okay?
I
He's
think
wearing an eye
he
patch.
immediately
He has
feels
all
the.
those eyes.
I think he immediately feels the torque that the belt did.
Yeah, I think he gets his tongue wrapped around that pipe, but can't pull it out of your grasp. So he's just connected to you now.
Oh, next turn's gonna be fun.
Katon.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the best way to go about this. Because as far as I understand, they haven't really noticed her yet. So I'm trying to see. So Wolverine,
Mm-hmm.
is he? No, he wasn't on the ground. He's free. It's the rooster that's on the ground, and then the chameleon that is
entangled with Jet.
I thought the Wolverine was punched so hard he keeled over. So
He's kind of like doubled over, but he's not like laying out on the ground.
Gotcha.
okay. Is it possible to hold my turn in this system?
Absolutely. Give me a condition under which you'd like to resume your turn.
She is waiting for an opportunity. Like if they notice her or their attention calls to her, or one of them gets like the fight like becomes more chaotic than it is, she will interject. But it needs to be a point in which like she could get someone's attention by talking to them. So yeah, that's what she's waiting for, is like the right moment to speak, basically.
All right. Let's hope you get that moment and they just don't wail on each other until they die.
Sure. I mean, she's basically just holding back inconspicuously and watching as everything is happening. But right now isn't a here, answer this question for me. Out of all of these people, Mickey is the worst off visually speaking, because he took a metal pipe to the head. Right? Where is the Wolverine right now? He's just doubled over. He's near Javier.
He's in the doorway because Snapper got him right as he was coming in.
Oh, he just gotcha.
He lost a turn to getting the air knocked out of him, I think.
Yep.
Okay, I think in that case, she's gonna she's gonna slide out from kind of where she's standing, and she's gonna like reach out and like caress his face and be like, "Oh, hey, now, big boy, hold on," and she's gonna try to charm him.
Ooh, all right. Give me that charm roll.
You want me to kiss it better for you?
He seems distracted looking up at you and is absolutely confused by what a pretty lady is doing here and why she's being so tender to him. Now, do you want that to be a penalty to his rolls or a bonus to rolls against him?
I want that to be bonus to rolls against him, because like the way that I'm imagining it right now, like he's like kind of bent over or maybe on one knee or something, and she's like standing over him like an Ojo-sama, like with her hand like cupping his face, like, oh, you look so hurt, you're so wounded. What's wrong? Empty your soul to me right now, please. Like, tell me all of your ills. I'm so sorry. Such a handsome man like you. What are you doing? Why are you... Is that blood on your suit? That's such a shame.
You see his remaining eye quivering as the empty socket beside it winks open and then shut. It looks like he's not used to being a Cyclops just yet.
Weaponized goth girl.
She licks.
Very dangerous. Oh my gosh.
She very salaciously like licks her thumb and like wipes a smudge of blood off of his cheek and his lips, like where the blood would be like trailing down his face from his missing eye. Go, let me get that for you, sweetie.
Aww. All right, Dakota, you want to take advantage of that?
Oh. See, Dakota's a talker, not a fighter.
So he also rolls charm.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing. But let's see. I'm kind of looking at... I don't think I'm going to be attacking directly, but like...
Dakota and Keaton just look at the Wolverine and both are like, I can fix him.
So, Mickey is like, what is dazed in the terms of like how combat works in this situation?
Currently he has no status effects. He's just fucked up in terms of HP.
Okay.
He ain't looking too good.
Can't really do anything helpful in this situation. I think I'll try to...
You could go for the pants this time.
I mean, I think I'm going to be trying to distract him again. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm thinking like he's just not not being near him physically at this point, because that didn't work out so great this time. But I think that he's just trying to shout and yell like, "Oh, Mickey, look out! They're coming right behind you!" Yeah. I don't know if this would be deception or acting,
Yeah,
but like
either one of those, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna go for acting and like, "Oh, I'm on your look out, buddy."
His lack of ears, his waddle perks up as you're quoting his favorite movie, Troll 2, at him.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna get me. Hey.
Ooh, hell yeah. All right, so he's gonna have a penalty. Do you want that to apply to his rolls or as a advantage on rolls against him?
Disadvantage to his rolls.
All right, excellent.
I think this is like, really just people like, they made me do it. I'm sorry. They made me do it. Like, but I'm over here. Don't look at me.
I'm just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
He's confused by why this just a little guy is bothering him when he's having so much fun beating the shit out of his least favorite rat. And he's just gonna get back to that, honestly. Well, Tarnation, you got some fight in you, boy. Oh, you're going to hell before me, though. And he's gonna make a fighting roll against Javier. Javi, do you want to retaliate or dodge?
Dodge.
All right, so he's going to make his fighting roll, and you're gonna make a dodge roll.
How much of a disadvantage is he at?
He should have one die of disadvantage that I forgot to do. So let's see. That takes him up to a 37, which just makes it a success rather than a hard success.
I'll take anything I can get.
All right. So if you get a success on your dodge,
Oh,
you got an extreme success on your dodge. So yes, you absolutely avoid this man's furious, frantic knife work as he is trying to plant that shiv in you one more time, going for the kill. Thankfully, Dakota's weird distractions have got him off his game.
weird, pathetic plea.
Yes. He has that 5th edition kobold move, beg, cower, and grovel.
Please. I'm just a little cold.
I'm just a level 1 Binturong. And in frustration, Mickey shouts out, "Shut your damn mouth, Pop Secret!" And
That's funny, guys.
hurtful.
It took me a second to get there, but when I arrived, it was very funny.
More of a kettle corn guy myself.
and then up next is Snapper.
Once again, just with a butter smell.
Snapper's mildly confused by what Keaton is doing, but still recognizes this Wolverine guy as a threat. He's just gonna try to sock him right in the eye.
All right. In the eye he still got, or in the empty socket?
In the functional one.
All right.
Non-lethal, we can save him.
No.
I just clocked his bulge.
Well, now you know why they call him Lampshade.
Oh, that's supposed to have a bonus too.
Because he's hung.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That is what prison nicknames are like. They're weird. They're weird like that.
Huh.
All right, that is a hard success. You hit him, but he's gonna take that and hit you back after.
Okay.
What is the advantage of a hard success?
If he has a particularly high dodge, then you need a hard success to hit him.
Okay. Thank you.
And if you get extreme success, then you do maximum damage.
That's gonna be 5 damage.
All right, excellent. Oh my god, that's so much damage. And you just did that with your hands?
Yeah.
What the hell? What are they feeding this boy?
Gatorade.
What is this? What exactly does this look like?
No.
What are the
Too
two
soon.
numbers that were added together?
He's
All
like
right.
working on his form. He's got one arm out just to line up the shot. Just
Jeez.
full force punch right in the
Fucking
face.
karate punched him just in the face. Doing your kata in the
In the middle of a prison brawl. Yep.
All right, so he's gonna take that snarling and growling, and he comes at you with something he's been hiding down the leg of his pants. It's a wrench. It is
Nice.
a big ass, like straight up pipe work wrench. Not the kind you use for doing like little jobs. It's the kind you can brain a man with.
Bioshock
So-
wrench.
It's one of them Bioshock wrenches. It is your starting item in an FPS for when you run out of bullets kind of wrench.
That's bad.
And he's going to get a regular success on that one. And let's see how much damage he does. Can't believe you have more build than him. Oh, he does have a DB of a D4 though, so let's see.
Yeah. Plus a weapon. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna hurt.
Ooh, thankfully he only rolled a 1 on one of those dice. The other one was a 5. That's a lot. You're going to take 6 damage from this as he manages to clip you in the side, slamming you against the wall with the sheer weight of this wrench.
While this is happening, Keaton literally just like steps back, like oop. It just like gets out of the way as they're duking it out.
He got pulverized.
Yeah. I think there might be a consequence for taking half of your health or more in one hit. Let me double
Oh, that's
check
half
on
for
that.
you. Oh no.
That,
Oh yeah, that's half.
I think combat might be consequential in this rule set.
oh yeah.
We need a gun.
We're rolling fear and hunger numbers. It's fucked up.
I have a prompt for a Constitution check. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. If you fail that, you will fall unconscious immediately.
Fantastic.
Maybe they'll leave him alone.
You fall
Unconscious.
unconscious immediately.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh boy. And also, you now have a major wound.
well, he had a good start. Bit of a glass cannon.
And you hear both the chameleon and the rooster gasp at the sight of this. And Mickey pipes up and he says, "Don't kill the boy. You know Papa Coyote likes that kind."
I don't want to know.
All right, now it's Lampshade's turn again. He's riding high after that attack there. I think he's
Sorry,
gonna.
I want to
Sorry,
be
what?
clear. Did Snapper get the advantage against him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, just I was looking at the dice rolls. I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
It
So
was already a hard success, so it didn't add very much.
Gotcha.
he's going to try and scoop up Keaton and leave with her.
Going King Kong on that shit. Like,
Keaton, how do
Yeah.
you react to this? You cool with that?
No.
Have you found your short king?
No.
Can you find a handgun?
That would be very fun. That would be very fun, but let's see. I think her
Just go for his obvious weak point.
his feelings.
yeah, well that
His feelings
I-
behind his retina.
yeah, obviously there. I
Like
think
Zelda bosses.
You're seeing his eye is bloodshot now. Looks like Snapper burst a vessel in there when he punched him.
yeah, I think she's like, oh no, we can't be having that. And then
No.
yeah, do I oppose this with a fighting roll or like what kind of
Dodge or fighting? Up to
dodge
you.
or fighting? Let's roll fighting. I do have a mop on me. Does that
do
count
have
as a
mop
weapon?
on you.
I do have a mop on me. Can I bow staff this mop and try to
Yeah.
trip him, maybe?
Yeah, let me see how much damage a mop does. Looking through the glossary. Let's see,
Wooden sticks worth of
1920s.
damage.
Broom, mop, any large-handled stick, like...
Okay.
Don't feel good.
Yeah, we'll do it. That'll be a d6 if you want to hit him with it, or you want to try and trip him up with it.
It will be a d6 when I roll for damage.
Yeah, that's the damage if you do damage with it.
Okay, let's roll. Do I get bonus dice on the fighting roll for having a weapon or no?
No.
Okay.
But first, he's gonna roll his fighting to see if he can actually like pick you up and get away with you.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was my turn.
No, he succeeds, but in reaction, you can try and smack him, and you've failed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do you want to spend luck on that? Oh, that would cost 24 luck. That's a lot.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. So I think she just is taken by surprise as he like tackles her or whatever it is that he's doing. He goes,
Alright.
"Put me down."
Gotta get you somewhere safe. And he leaves the room with Keaton in his
Oh.
arms. Also, while we're at it, Snapper, you want to swap your Fugi for me?
Right ahead of you.
Everyone's having a rough time. Chat,
Get on
I'm
your
sure the
fucked up
Keaton
food.
napping is completely innocent. They probably just want to rise.
She's got real pretty eyes. Pretty sure rabbit's feet are lucky too. So
Oh,
there's a whole
I
lot.
do
on
have the
offer.
highest luck
She's
out
got-
of any player character. So.
she has such plentiful limbs.
It's true.
Ugh.
All right.
I had the same amount of luck as you did. I just want to make it clear.
I probably have the lowest
it's a
luck
tie
now.
for first, but it's still the highest.
Also have lucky feet.
All right, Javier,
Yes.
what did you do?
I think you know it's coming. Do I just roll a d100, or is there a way to do that through a thing?
You can roll the power stat up at the top,
Oh, da-da-da-da-da.
and you have 90 of that, I believe. That's a lot.
Where is the power stat? Sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right, that is a hard success.
Cool. If you want to roll first, and then I'll explain what's happening.
Yeah, 1 moment.
Oh yeah, of course I'm casting it on Moorcock.
Okay, excellent. So let's see.
Casting.
He is going to make a power roll. No, I almost rolled your power instead of his.
Ooh.
Haha. Ooh, he rolls pretty well.
Shit.
All right, so both of you are only going to take 1 sanity damage from that.
Okay. So like I sort of put my fingers to my temples, and I'm just like concentrating, and the rest of the room kind of just disappears from my view. While we're engaged in this sort of psychic little battle here.
And as you look at him, he gets a little woozy, staggering on his feet, and says, "What in the hell? Why are you everywhere?" And fortunately, that does not give him an opportunity to react. All right, Jet.
I assume you can't use like intimidate before an attack or anything.
No, that'd be your whole turn.
It's the whole
really.
move, yeah.
Yeah.
And in my brain, what Jet tries to do here, since the tongue's on the bar, is he twists the bar to trap it. Then he swings the bar back in his dominant direction to pull the chameleon forward, so that he can then just baseball swing into his mouth.
Fuck yeah. I will give you a bonus die on your damage roll. So let's see that fighting.
So normal metal pipe button. Okay.
Yep.
Seed. Is it? Do I click advantage?
Yeah, I think it lets you.
Oh, it doesn't let me click on it.
Oh well. We'll just do it manually.
See it. What's that bonus die?
D10.
It'll save it. I believe. It's fine. It's easy.
All right. Do you want to spend 11? Do you want to spend 11 luck to make that a success?
Please.
11 luck.
Oh my gosh.
Jet's already unlucky. It's fine. It's fine.
You
It's not
can't
going to change
die
anything for
from
him.
not having luck, right? You just run out.
You just run out.
Let's spend 11 luck
We need it.
All right.
before we all die.
Draining your luck reserves real good.
It's fine. Just everything that bad that happens will happen to me.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay, so now you can make your damage roll. If you hit the spend 17
oops.
luck to pass button in chat, it'll then show the damage roll.
I don't see that button.
You have to expand the failure.
Yeah.
Oh, the failure. Aha. 7. I thought it was 11.
Yeah, and then give yourself 6 back because you
Okay.
got 6 extra from that bonus die.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Roll damage, and it's gonna be a maximum damage roll. It was not a maximum damage roll.
A 1 and a 3. All right, that's 4 though, and that's
Can't
a
beat that.
pretty significant amount. This boy needs to make a con save real quick.
Fail.
All right, he succeeds, but that means that was half or more of his health.
This was a cooler turn of my head.
You do manage to clock him, and he is set reeling, his tongue going limp, but if you choose, you can keep that grip on him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. He has made his own bed here. And you see reflexively his fight or flight kicks in, and he becomes a little bit harder to see.
I don't need to find him.
You sure don't. All right. And it's his turn up next. He didn't like getting clocked that way, so he's going to try and break away from you. He's going to fail.
Get his ass.
He spends his whole turn struggling and trying to dislodge his tongue from being stuck around your
Oh
pipe.
yeah.
He's like that
Phrasing.
kid.
We've all
He's
been
like-
there.
Yeah.
He's like that kid from the Christmas Story with his tongue stuck to the frozen pipe.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No.
I
Not
know,
turning
your
out
pipe
how
was so
you-
cold.
Not turn out how you planned, is it?
Pathetic.
All right, and we're gonna remove Keaton from the initiative for now.
No, I wanted to fight back.
Yeah, we'll give you 1 round to fight back before he gets you where he wants you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So I think as this is continuing to happen, Keaton is like trying to like leverage herself because she's like over his shoulder, right?
Mhm.
Can she like try to do like the Black Widow, like leverage her leg over his neck so that she can twist and like Krav Maga him to the ground?
She's seen Iron Man 2 and the Avengers. She's got this.
She's seen that GIF at least 150,000 times. So I mean, it's my only choice, I think. So give me something good.
You wanna spend 17 luck?
Or push.
You can't push a combat roll, unfortunately.
Can't push a
never mind.
combat roll. That would bring me down to 43. Yeah, why not? I
Yeah.
guess.
Things are going pretty south. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's bring it down to 43. I did that myself, right?
You can expand the chat card and hit
Oh.
spend 17 luck. That'll do it automatically.
God, that's so much luck to spend on this. A quarter of my luck,
Mm-hmm.
or a third of my luck, I should say. Right? Yeah. But I also just don't want her to lose an eye. So, yeah. What the hell? Why not? We'll spend it. So yeah, she basically like scurries over him to try and like kind of wrestle him to the ground and get like a knee on his neck or something, like really turn the tables on him.
All right, you manage to send this man toppling to the ground. He lands hard. It sounds like one of his ribs is broken.
Mm-hmm. Do I roll damage for this?
Are you just trying
just
to get away from him, or are you trying to hurt him?
I mean,
Can't I do both?
can't I do? I mean, wouldn't
What's
it
your
by-
priority?
Wouldn't it? I think this is difficult because, like, I think the intention is to, like, get him to the ground, like, wrestle him to the ground and then, like, get away, you know?
Mhm.
So realistically, if this act itself doesn't do damage on its own, she is simply like stepping off of him and like regrouping with the team.
All right, excellent. All right, up next we've got Dakota.
Oh,
If he
Man.
gets caught, maybe Keaton can just rise through the ranks of the organization from the inside.
It's true.
so would using first aid to try to wake Snapper up do anything? Would that be an appropriate maneuver, or that not really track here?
Let's
Good
see
skill.
how long that takes according to the book. One moment, because that might take like a whole minute.
That's fair. Yeah, I was just trying to see if that was a thing that is in this system.
That is definitely what first aid is for.
Let's see. No, it doesn't say. So I think, yeah, you could do that as an action.
I think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
See how it goes first. Jesus Christ!
You're just shaking him vigorously, right?
Like, hey buddy, you gotta get up, gotta get up. Can't be sleeping. We got shit's going on right now. Can't be napping on the job.
Everyone, unfortunately, all learned their skills from movies.
Donating to streamers.
No streamers here.
Gotta get
5
those donos.
gift
Come on,
subs.
please wake up.
Hype train. Quick mechanics question: do I set my fighting roll as having been developed? Or,
Yes, because
okay.
you succeeded on a roll.
Because I
with it.
succeeded with my luck. Okay.
Okay. And then it's going to be Mickey's turn next. And I think he's going to go for the finishing blow on Javi. He doesn't have anyone distracting him this round, so he can devote his full attention to that. Isn't that great?
Oh,
No.
I think he manages to get you to the ground, like circles out with one hand on your chest, the perfect spot that he's going to nail you right through the heart. And he says, I will burn the heart out of you, boy. And let's see how he does.
He's just gonna totally beef it.
No, that's
Nope.
a success.
I mean,
Javi, do you want to attempt to dodge or fight back?
I want to dodge.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
slippery. Come on, be slippery.
just clench your
No,
heart like
it
to
was
the
so
left.
close to a 21.
You do not have enough luck to raise that to a success, so he's gonna hit you. Let's see how much he does.
1 damage because he sucks so hard.
4 damage. That leaves you with 3 left. And you feel that shiv pierce through your tank top and into your chest. But owing to this man's poor depth perception, he didn't get the heart right away. You do feel a little drowny in your lungs, though. All
Yeah,
right, Snapper.
I'm just
Oh, no, wait,
kind of
Snapper's
gargling at
unconscious.
the point.
Unconscious boy does not get a turn. That's right.
Roll for unconscious.
It doesn't work that way.
I can.
Just wake up.
All right, Javier,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. What do I have to roll on the other one for my POW?
Let me take a look at that. Refresh myself. That one takes a minute to cast.
Ah, okay. We are not doing that then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna power on through. I'm gonna do the same one again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna not give up on it. Here we go.
He rolled like shit.
Fuck yes. Okay. So here's what's happening. Did my roll go through?
I do not see your roll.
That's it.
Oh, you also rolled like shit. That's okay. Both of you can take sanity damage.
Can I luck these or no?
You can also luck that if you want.
Oh my god.
You're only 1 point away.
Jesus Christ.
I'm only 1 point, right? Yeah, so I can just spend 1 luck on that.
Yep.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that.
You're so powerful.
Okay. Oh yeah, spend 1 luck to pass. Got it.
Javier needs organs more than sanity.
Okay, so at this point, I've felt this sort of pain before. These are by far the worst injuries I've had, but I've been tortured here before, and I'm used to powering through the pain to try and do what I do. And so I sort of embrace him, right? I put my hands on the side of his head this time, and I get really close to him and just sort of look him directly in the eyes. And at this point, the room goes completely dark for him. And I fade away from existence, and all he can see is the stars. And then in a few moments, he sees more than the stars, but he starts seeing horrible, horrible glimpses of the other side.
He at first sees the galaxy expanding out around him, the millions of stars of unreality in the folded space beyond the lighthouse. And it starts collapsing in around him as that which lurks beyond the stars grips hold of his mind and makes him scream like you have never heard a man scream before. He falls down beside you, mouth frothing as spasms rock his body. He has been removed from this combat.
What does that look like for everyone else?
I feel like the room kind of goes dark for everyone else too, but they don't see the stars, maybe. That's kind of the...
They just get that weird mood lighting.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Admittedly, there's probably not a single direct witness besides maybe the chameleon.
Yeah.
I mean, Keaton is standing in the doorway looking at this.
Yeah,
so-
she
I
probably
thought you
just
were.
got back.
Oh, I thought you were out of the room. Yeah.
No, I ran back in. Or was running back in.
All right. Now, it's
At
up
this
to Jet. Okay.
Too, I imagine I probably shout to Jet, just being like, leave him alone. I point at Moorcock on the ground. Actually, I don't want you to attack him at this point. Leave him be. He stays put.
Excellent. Now it's Jet's turn.
I guess Jet wasn't going to listen to me anyways. He's busy with the guy.
Yeah.
It's got shit going on right now.
He's got a whole tango with Rango over here.
He's currently a little bit busy. Let's see. Does intimidate work like a persuasion check at all?
You could
If you're
try and
trying
use
to-
it to de-escalate combat if you want, sure.
Because at this point, I've half deleted him.
This is
And
true, and I'll give you a bonus die on that. So
And
when the
someone's-
roll pops up, you can hit the +1.
His ally is screaming, and the other one is gone.
Yep.
So at this point, I'm going to say, like, you see that door when you came? that's not a sentence. You see that door on the way in? You want to be next, or you want to sit the fuck down? Eh? Good rolls?
Really? Very good roll.
Ooh, that's an amazing roll. He looks absolutely terrified, flashing between myriad colors as he cowers before you, kneeling to the ground. And as he does, you see the Wolverine peek his head into the room slowly. He's like, fuck this. And then he books it. And with that, our first combat has come to a close.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna take our break here.
Yay.
You just really wanted to roll that rope work.
I wanted to tie him up in his tongue.
That's good.
Oh.
That's good fan art.
I'm not
It
good
is
at
good.
rolling though.
It is good fan art. He's bound like a pig on a spit with his own tongue and the pipe. All right,
Try to like
We'll get back to that after the break, I think.
just trying to imagine how that looks.
Oh, look at that!
Fumbles!
Shit.
Look at that!
Fumbles!
That's great.